Good evening, it's day 94 of my Run Every Day challenge. Today's the 94th day in a row. Started on January the 1st and I'm still going. So today I'm going to ponder Socrates like I promised. Now Socrates is the first sort of like Western philosopher, father of Western philosophy. And let's tell you a little bit about his life. He was born around 469 BC, and we don't actually know a lot about him because he didn't really write anything down. So everything we know about Socrates was written down by one of his students, quite a famous student, called Plato. Now you would have heard of Plato as well, but we're going to do him another day. So everything we know about Socrates is through the writings of Plato, who did write things down. Now for a smart guy, Socrates he just didn't record anything. So what we know is through Plato. So we know he was born around 469 BC in a family of moderate means. His mother was a midwife, his father was a sculptor, and he spent some time in the army. He was a well-decorated soldier, saved lots of lives, very brave and courageous. But after he finished his life in the army, he became what we know as a philosopher. Now, philosopher means somebody who is a lover of wisdom. The word means lover of wisdom. Socrates was the first guy that we could say was a philosopher, a lover of wisdom. Now his journey really begins when he hears from a friend who visited the oracle at Delphi, who gave his friend a message to tell Socrates that he's the smartest guy who ever lived. So when Socrates heard this, he thought, there's no way I'm the smartest guy who's ever lived. So he used his well-respected position to speak to leaders and important people around Greece and to question them and to find out how smart they were, because he was sure he would find someone smarter than he was. And as he questioned them, he found that they mostly didn't really know anything. They thought they were smart, and they were well respected, but they didn't really know anything. This questioning method that he used is now known as the Socratic method, and that's the questioning method he used to try and find out what these people knew of the world and of things. And his ultimate conclusion was that because none of these people who were meant to be smart actually knew anything, he figured out he actually was the smartest person that ever lived, because he was the only one that knew that he didn't know anything. Now that's quite something. So one of the most famous quotes from Socrates is, the only thing you can be certain of is that you don't know anything at all. And it comes from that questioning and that journey he took to try to find someone smarter than himself. Now he knew that he didn't know anything either, but at least he knew that he didn't know anything, which through his logic meant he was the smartest person that ever lived. That's Socrates in about 2 minutes. And I haven't even done my run yet. I've been walking around in circles. Right, I'm going to do my run now, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Well, that's my loop's done for the day. Day 94 in the bag. Hope you learnt a little something while I pondered Socrates. And tomorrow we'll do Plato, his most famous student. Well, thanks for following and running with me today. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.